Hello, everybody, and welcome to our next edition of Speaking with Teacher Wes. We're happy that you guys are going to be able to make it into the class today. We have a great lesson in store for you. We're going to be testing your listening comprehension. We're going to listen to some 6-minute audio segments, and then we're going to analyze the audio segment, see how much you comprehended, how much you understood. And this will help you to develop your ear, your listening ear, to native English speakers, and will help you reach your English goals, okay? So we're happy that you're able to come into the class here today. For those of you who have Verbling Premium, feel free to come right on in and take a seat. Verbling Premium allows you or guarantees you that you'll have a seat and you'll be able to participate in the class. And so if you have that ability, come on in. And for those of you who don't have Verbling Premium yet, I encourage you to check it out, because the best way to improve your English is to practice it, to speak it, and certainly with a native English speaker you'll get the practice you need, okay? So give that some thought. I also just want to mention to you guys, as I usually do at the beginning of every class, that I have this new Facebook page set up, and I actually got a survey up there right now. Some of you might have already seen it, but for those of you who haven't, I have a survey up there right now. And it's asking the students what kind of things you would like to see more of in the Verbling classes with me. If you would like to see more conversation, more listening comprehension classes, reading comprehension, vocabulary classes, grammar classes, what is it that you want? So go on to my Facebook page and check out the survey there. And I use that information, so feel free to speak honestly and freely there. And even if you say, I don't like your class, go ahead, tell me why, and we can make some adjustments, okay, guys? So anyways, we'll just wait for you guys to come on in and take a seat, and then we'll do our introductions, and we will get things underway. It's 10 a.m. where I'm at. I'm here in the Dominican Republic, 10 a.m. Interesting to see always where all the different students come from, so when you come in, I'll be interested to hear where you're from, and what time it is, and what you did with your day so far. Okay, so we've got a couple students here now. Let's talk to Thomas. Hey, how you doing, Thomas?
Hey.
Are you okay today?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, good. You recovered from yesterday's English lessons.
Yeah.
We had a good day yesterday. So what time is it where you're at now?
4 p.m.
4 p.m. now. Okay, so what did you do with your day today?
I was at school and I came to home at 2 p.m. and I was at a class recently.
Okay. Good. And what are you taking in school? What are you learning in school?
I'm at the high school at information technology.
Ah, okay. So you're learning about computers?
Yes.
What kind of job are you looking for?
I don't know yet.
You're not sure. Just anything you can get?
I think I will travel and will work at a country. I don't know yet.
Okay. Well, I guess you'll figure it out. You must be still young. How old are you?
20.
Oh, okay. Well, you got lots of time to figure it out, right? All right, good stuff. Well, welcome to the class again. Let's move along to C. C says, your name is C Teacher. Hi, C Teacher. Are you there? C Teacher. Or Si Teacher. I'm not sure. Well, we'll come back to you, okay? Penny, hi Penny, how are you today? Are you there, Penny? No, no Penny yet. No problem. Mehdi. Did I say that right? Mehdi. How are you? Wow, I don't think anybody can hear me today. Can anybody hear me? Am I talking to myself?
I can hear you.
Okay, so it's just you and me, Tomas. Nobody else can hear me yet. Enrique, are you there?
Yeah.
Hello. Are you
Okay.
listening?
Enrique, how are you doing today?
Are you listening?
I can hear you, yes, but we're talking with Enrique at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Sorry.
How are you? That's okay, no problem. Enrique, how you doing?
I am doing well. Thank you for asking, Wes.
Good, good. What kind of bird do you have on your picture there?
It's a scarlet tanager. It's from Canada, I think.
Oh, it's a beautiful bird, but I don't think I've ever seen one in Canada.
Okay.
Well, no,
Yes,
I'm
it's
not.
beautiful.
I'm not saying it's not a Canadian bird. I don't think they have that bird where I was from in Canada. Canada's a big
Yes,
place.
yes.
Canada's
Yes,
a very
yes.
big country. Okay, cool. Where are
And
you from?
there are much much space that there are or don't doesn't have people.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. There's lots of untouched land in Canada. I mean,
Yes.
there's been humans who have walked through it, so it's touched in that way. But it's untouched in that there's no cities and there's no,
Yes.
big developments. So lots of open space in Canada.
Yes.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Ah, have you ever been to Canada?
No, no, I am I don't know Canada. I have been in USA, but not in Canada.
Okay. What part of the U.S. did you go to?
Florida.
You were in Florida. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I was just in Florida a few weeks ago. What did you think about it?
Oh, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, which part of
It's
Florida
it's,
did you go to?
it's the climate is similar,
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's true. That's true. What part of Florida did you go to?
I went to Orlando
Oh, okay, okay. That's like one of the one
and
places.
Hialeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't go to Orlando. I went to Tampa, I went to Fort Lauderdale, to Sunrise, to Miami, but I didn't go to Orlando. All right. Well, let's welcome some of the other students, okay?
Thank you, Wes.
So, yeah, no problem. Hikmet or Hikmet, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, good. Where are you from?
It is difficult to hear you. I think there's a problem.
Oh, okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Turkey.
Okay, good. We have lots of Turkish students. Why are you learning English?
What?
Yep.
I couldn't understand you.
Why are you learning English?
The medium of instruction of my university was English.
Oh, okay, okay, good. What time is it in Turkey?
I'm sorry. I shall solve the problem. Maybe
Okay.
next time, okay?
Okay, sure, no problem. Solve the problem. That's good. We like problem
Okay.
solvers. Nanao, are you there? Nanao Gigi, are you there?
Here.
Yes? Okay, good. How are you today?
I'm from Wait.
Oh, okay. You're having a little bit of internet problems, I think, because your voice is breaking up. Can you just,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is very low here, but I'll include it's. I think now it's good.
Um, Tell me, where are you from?
I'm from Algeria.
From Algeria?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you're still breaking up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like really choppy. It's like I'm from like that. That's how it sounds.
Duration.
So I think I can't hear you very good. I apologize. Okay, just gonna let everybody know that everybody has to mute their microphones. Okay, everybody, no exceptions. Mute your microphone, please. And when you want to speak, then you unmute your microphone, you speak to me, and then you mute it again, okay? Because we're getting all kinds of noise. We got airplanes going over top of my head. We got blenders. Somebody's making a smoothie. We got somebody's watching TV. All kinds of noise. Really hard to teach a class like that. So everybody, please mute your microphone. And then when you want to speak, you unmute it, okay? All right. Now, Nanau is from Algeria. Okay, great stuff. Let's go to Penny. Are you there, Penny?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. Where are you from, Penny?
I'm from China,
From China. Great. Which part of China?
Beijing.
Really? Oh, wow. How many people live there?
I don't know, like 20 or 30 million people?
Wow, that is big city.
Yeah, big city, super crowded.
I can imagine. Wow. Because I'm from Canada and there's only like 36 million in the whole country. And you're talking about just a small, a small area, but a big city, 30 million. Wow.
Yeah, it's like, everybody in China is going to Beijing or Shanghai and Guangzhou, So the big cities are becoming like bigger and bigger, but the small cities are becoming like smaller.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
everybody. Why is everybody going to Beijing?
I don't know. I think it's because the development in China is not so balanced. In Beijing, it's good, it's big, it's convenient, but in some countryside, it's very hard to get enough food. So
Okay.
yeah. So that is why I think.
Okay, so there's still a lot of, I guess the word would be maybe, what's the word I'm looking for? It slipped my mind. There's quite a big difference between, like the rich and the poor still.
Yeah. In China, it's the big problem.
Okay. Well, we have a lot of that here in this country too. I don't know if it's to the same degree as China, because I've never been to China, but here in the Dominican Republic, it's like that. There's a lot of people that are very, very rich, and then there's some people that live on less than $1 a day, so very, very poor. You can imagine the living conditions. But anyways, it's nice to have you in the class, Penny. How long have you been learning English? For how long, I should say. For how long? Penny, for how long have you been learning English? Okay, she's muted her mic again. Rubus, are you there?
Hello, yeah, I'm Ruby.
Oh, Ruby, I'm sorry, I called you
Yes.
Rubus.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Hong Kong.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, so we got Penny from Beijing and you're from Hong Kong. How many people are in Hong Kong?
Yeah. Around 7 million.
7 million. Okay, big
Yeah.
city. Big city. Wow.
Yeah.
For how long have you been learning English?
Around 10 years.
Oh, really?
I'm currently studying the Bachelor of Education in English.
Wow.
So I'm still learning.
Okay, good. Wow, that's fantastic. You speak very good English.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just
very
learning. Yeah.
Well, after 10 years, you've got a lot of experience, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Nice to have you in the class. I think you might be an advanced student. We'll see.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go back to C. We'll try C one more time. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, cool.
Are you hearing me?
I can hear you now. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Where are you from?
I'm from Algeria.
From Algeria as well. Okay, great.
Yeah, North Africa.
Okay, well, that's excellent. What time is it over there?
It's 4 p.m.
Okay, 4 p.m. Good. But what did you have for lunch today?
For lunch, couscous. Do you know couscous?
Yes, of course.
Of course. It's universal now, the
Yeah,
couscous.
we like it. We like it. My wife and I, we really like to have couscous. What did you have on your couscous? Did you have anything on it, or you just only have that?
Just couscous with the oil. I mean, how to say that? I forget the word.
With oil?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean,
A dressing? Some sort of
no.
Oh.
Why? Why?
I forget it.
Okay. Well,
I
if you
forget the
remember.
word. I mean. Yeah.
Okay. If you remember, you can write it in the chat box.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Cool. All right, Julio, are you there?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Good. Good, Julio. You got a lot of noise in the background, man.
Yeah. My friend also talking in Skype. So sorry.
Okay. Well, maybe can you go to another room?
Cannot because we share one room together. So we
Oh.
live in one room together. So I can go there. Maybe
Okay. Well,
later he will stop talking in Skype. So that's fine. So
okay.
wait maybe 1 more minute. It's fine.
Okay. Sure. Do your best. Just keep your mic muted, okay, when you're not talking. All right. Perfect. Okay. So we've done introductions. Everybody has been introduced. Thank you very much for coming to the class today, guys. My name is Teacher Wesley, but you probably already know that. And this is going to be a listening comprehension class. And so what we're going to do is we're going to listen to a 6-minute audio clip. I'm going to play that for you. And then you guys are going to listen carefully and try and get as much information from the dialogue as possible. 2 people are going to have a conversation together. That's what you're going to be listening to. And I'm going to ask you some questions about the conversation after. So try and get as much information from it as possible. You probably won't understand 100%, but do your best, okay? Between all 9 of you, let's see, how many do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9. So between all 9 students, you guys should be able to get all of the answers to the questions, okay? So now somebody's got a lot of feedback going on. I'm just going to go through and mute everybody's microphone until I find the one. All right. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna get set up here now, guys, and just 1 minute, the audio clip will start. Okay, so just give me a half a second to get set up. 1 moment.
I can hear the noise.
Okay, guys, it's going to start here right away. Once again, just try to listen and get as much information as you can. Don't feel bad if you don't understand it all. Just do your very best, okay? Here we go.
This is 6 Minute English from bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, I'm Rob, and this is 6 Minute English, and I'm joined this week by Callum. Hello, Callum.
Hello, Rob.
Today we're talking about tall buildings, very tall buildings, in fact.
I suppose we could call them skyscrapers because they're so tall they almost touch the sky.
They do. Many countries compete with each other in trying to earn the title of having the tallest building in the world. And this month, London has opened its newest structure, but unfortunately it's not going to win the world record for being the highest.
No, but it is now the European Union's tallest building, standing at 310 meters tall.
That's high enough for me. I haven't really got a head for heights. Anyway, if you don't know what this new building is called, we'll tell you in a moment, but not before I've set today's question for Callum.
I suppose this is going to be about height?
Yes, that's the long and short of it. According to the Guinness World Records, the first ever skyscraper was built in the USA. But in which city? Was it in A, New York, B, Chicago, or C, Detroit?
I don't know this, but I'm going to go for A, New York, because I think there are many famous skyscrapers in New York. So I'm going to go A, New York.
Okay, well, I'll let you know the answer at the end of the programme. But let's talk more about London's newest building, which has just opened to the public and is called the Shard.
The Shard. That's because of its shape. The structure narrows as it gets higher and comes to a point at the top. From a distance, with the sun reflecting on it, it looks like a shard, or a sharp, broken piece of glass, which is what a shard means.
Yes, and the steel structure is covered in glass, which means that if you're inside, you get a fantastic view over London.
And if you don't mind forking out lots of money, you can go to the viewing platform on the 72nd floor for a bird's eye view of the city. That's what these people did. What did they think of it?
I'm just a bit blown away, to be honest. It's what we've needed, really, isn't it, against other capitals? I've been on the London Eye, and look at how much higher up we are.
Well, the Shard seems to have the wow factor for those people. In other words, they were very impressed. The first woman said she was blown away or amazed by the experience.
Someone else mentioned it was much higher than the London Eye. That's another famous landmark. And somebody else commented that it was what London needed. But why?
A good question. A new skyscraper can create good publicity for a city. It's an image that's seen all around the world, and it can show a city as being prosperous and modern.
Yes, Dubai in the United Arab Emirates is a good example of this. It boasts the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, standing at 828 meters tall. Burj, by the way, is Arabic for tower. Other countries such as China, Malaysia and the USA all boast towers much taller than the Shard.
Of course, the engineering involved is impressive, but what do you put inside these towers? Most contain luxury living accommodation, a hotel, offices and of course an observation deck. That's a viewing platform.
But there is a problem for the Shard. At the moment, only 20% of the office space is leased, which means only 20% is rented out. Jack Sidders from the Estates Gazette newspaper has his reasons for this.
What they're trying to do is create an entire quarter here to make it into more of an established office location. But, you know, maybe if you're a tenant, economy is very dodgy, that added bit of risk, maybe that put people off.
So the owners of the Shard want to make it an established office location, so therefore a good recognised location for business. But the current economic situation could be putting off tenants from moving in.
Yes, he described the economy as dodgy, a slang word for uncertain or risky.
That's not the view of Boris Johnson, the Mayor of London. He's proud of the new building, and together with other new constructions, he's optimistic about the future. See if you can hear the names of some other London landmarks that he mentions.
You've got the walkie-talkie going up, the cheese grater, stuff that wasn't happening 4 years ago. All those cranes stopped moving 4 years ago. They're back on the scene now.
Some interesting names for buildings there, the walkie-talkie and the cheese grater. This is, of course, because of the shape of the buildings, which look like the objects they're named after. I suppose these names make it easier to identify the buildings.
Yes, but I think I'd be quite embarrassed to tell people that I work in the cheese grater. Okay, well, it's time now to reveal the answer to today's question.
Yes, you asked me. According to the Guinness World Records, the first ever skyscraper was built in the USA, but in which city?
Yes, was it in New York, Chicago, or Detroit?
I said New York.
And you are wrong, I'm afraid.
Really?
The world's first skyscraper was the Home Insurance Building in Chicago. Built between 1884 and 1885, the so-called father of the skyscraper towered all of 10 stories and was just 42 meters tall.
Well, not much of a skyscraper by today's standards, is it really?
Indeed. Okay, well, it's almost time to go, but before we do, Callum, could you remind us of some of the words that we've heard today?
Yes, we heard skyscrapers, a shard, forking out, the wow factor, landmark, prosperous, observation deck, leased, established, dodgy.
Thanks, Callum. Well, that's all we have time for today. Please join us again soon for 6 minutes.
Okay, so that's the audio segment. Half a moment here. Let me just get my microphone set back up. Okay, guys, we're back. We're back in business. So how did you guys do? Let's see. Thomas, how much in percentage, how much did you comprehend, do you think?
I think
Which Thomas? We are two.
We got two Thomases. Wow. Okay. How about Thomas Surowick?
I think that I understand 70%, maybe 80%.
Okay, good. Thomas, the other Thomas, how about you?
I think 80%.
How much?
80%.
80. Wow. Okay, you did good too. You did good. C. What about you? C teacher.
Just a minute. Sorry, I admit I lose a little bit focus.
Okay, no problem. We'll come back to you. Ruby, what about you? How much in percent do you think?
Around 75.
Wow. Okay, that's good. That's good. See what 10 years of training will do for you. Mehdi, are you there? Mehdi? Mehdi Chow. Not there. Okay. All right, no problem. Hikmet, what about you?
75, yes. 75.
75. Okay, good. Well, Enrique, what about you, Enrique?
Probably 70.
72. Okay. Well, you guys all did good. Okay, let's see how accurate you are. Okay. So, first of all, what is the definition of a skyscraper? What is a skyscraper according to the dialogue?
A height building.
Okay. Anything else? Why are they called
location?
Good. Why are they called skyscrapers? What's the thinking behind it?
Because they touch the sky.
Yes, good. Because they touch the sky. Good. Okay. Excellent. That's what it said in the story, right? Okay. How tall is the tallest building in the European Union?
310 meters.
Oh, 310 meters. Good job. Good job. Okay. Anybody else did they hear anything different? No? Okay, let's go to the next question. According to the Guinness World Records, the first ever skyscraper was built in the USA, but in which city?
In Chicago.
Chicago.
How tall was it?
42 meters.
42 meters.
Oh, good. Okay, what does a shard mean? Let's ask.
Walkie-talkie.
Wait a minute. No. What does a shard mean? Let's ask Ruby.
The fantastic view from London. I'm not sure.
But what does the word shard mean? They said it in the story.
Oh. Uncertain.
Broken glass.
Okay.
It's the shape of the highest building in London. It's called.
It's narrow and it points to the top.
Good. Okay. So the building is called the shard, but what is a shard?
Shard is a
Shattered something.
part of broken mirror glass.
Good. So a shard is a sharp, broken piece of glass. Okay? Let me write that for you
How do we
guys.
spell it? Yeah.
I'm going to put it in the chat box.
Okay.
A sharp, broken piece of glass. So if a piece of glass breaks, it breaks into shards. It breaks into shards. Those are like the big pieces. Those are shards of glass, okay? So that's kind of interesting. There's going to be a building called the Shard. Okay, let's go to the next question. On what floor is the viewing platform of the Shard?
71.
7.
Sorry, let's get some different answers here. What did you say, Thomas?
77.
First.
Okay, somebody said 77.
72.
Somebody said 71. Enrique?
72.
72. Okay, what do you say? Anybody else got different opinion? Ruby, what did you hear?
77.
You heard 77. Okay. C, what did you hear? C teacher.
For numbers, I didn't. I just focused a little bit.
Okay. No problem. Julio, what did you hear? Julio.
Again, what question?
On what floor is the viewing platform?
Sorry, I couldn't get that.
Okay, no problem. Hikmet, what did you hear?
I think I missed the speaker.
You missed that one. Okay, no problem. So it was the 72nd floor, everybody. The 72nd floor. Okay? But all of you guys were in the 70s, so that's good. All of you were in the 70s. Okay. In the dialogue, somebody used the expression blown away. What does blown away mean?
You were amazed.
Impressed.
Very
Flying?
amazed.
Good, to be amazed. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, how tall is the Burj in Dubai?
888.
Okay, 888 somebody says. Anybody else?
828.
829.
Okay, Julio says 829.
828.
828 says Enrique. Anybody else? Anybody else got a different opinion? Ruby, what did you hear?
I couldn't hear.
You missed that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. 828 was the right answer. Good job, Enrique. Good job. Woohoo. Okay.
Thank you,
next. No problem. Next question. What is the current problem with the shard?
That only 20% of places are rented out.
Good. Wow, fantastic. Nice comprehension. 20% are only rented out. Okay, good. What does somebody said that it felt it's dodgy? What does dodgy mean?
Uncertain.
Good, Enrique. Yeah. Is it a formal word?
No, it's a slang.
It's a slang word. Let me write that in
Don't we spell it?
Yeah, I'm writing it down here for you. Dodgy is a slang word for uncertain or risky. Okay? Good, good. Last question. And you guys get bonus points if you get it right. Are you ready? What were the names of the two other large buildings being built in London?
London Eye.
Walkie-talkie.
Okay.
Cheese grater.
Walkie-talkie and cheese grater. Yeah, good job. Good job. Walkie-talkie. What is a walkie-talkie?
It's a
Goodbye is to
Babysitter.
talk in a long distance.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. All right. Let me show you guys a picture of a walkie-talkie. Okay?
For babies.
What's that? For babies. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes people use them for their babies. Okay, here's a picture of a walkie-talkie, just so you guys know. Okay? You guys see it on the camera? On my screen? You guys see it?
Yes.
Those are two walkie-talkies.
As in French, we said one.
Okay, good. So there also could be maybe called a basically a hand-held radio, but we call them walkie-talkies. Okay. What is a cheese grater? What is a cheese grater? Here's a picture. Here's a picture of a cheese grater, you guys. Okay? What do you do with a cheese grater?
To cut the cheese in small pieces.
Right. What's the verb that we use?
Slide? No. Slice? No.
It's a cheese grater. What's the verb you use to?
Grate.
Grate, exactly. You're grating the cheese. Okay, that's the verb we use. What does that mean, to grate?
Like food.
It means to reduce something by rubbing it on a grater. Here you go. Reduce something to small shreds by rubbing it on a grater. Okay? Let me show you what grated cheese looks like. This is what a picture of grated cheese. Do you guys see it?
Yes.
Okay. So just so everybody knows, I think some of you already knew that, but that's what grated cheese looks like. Okay, good. Do you guys have any questions about the story? No questions? All right. All right, we're going to do another one, okay? We've got, you guys did really well on that one, really well. I was amazed. This is a good class. You guys all have really good comprehension. Okay, let's try another one. I'm going to give you guys a choice. Do you want to listen to some good news, or do you want to listen about a one-way ticket to Mars?
Good news.
You want to hear about good news? Okay, good news it is.
Good news.
Here we go. Okay. So just give me one moment to get my audio set up, and we'll get this going.
bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, I'm Kaz, and this is 6 Minute English. With me in the studio today is Finn. Hello, Finn.
Hello, Kaz.
So, what news, Finn?
Oh, nothing new from me. Just the same old stuff, Kaz.
Oh, well, you know the saying, Finn. No news is good news.
That's certainly true.
It's also relevant to today's program.
How so?
Well, have you ever wondered why there's so little good news around?
You're right, Kaz. It's usually bad news that makes the headlines. Wars, scandals, murders, financial troubles, disasters.
Okay, so on the subject of bad news, let me try this quiz question on you. According to the BBC, 3 of the top 10 most followed stories of 2012 were about the weather in the UK. But what kind of weather? Was it A, snowstorms, B, flooding, or C, heat waves?
Well, I don't think it can be heat waves because we had a pretty awful summer, so I'll try A, snowstorms.
Is that your final answer, Finn?
Yep, snowstorms is my final answer.
Okay, well, we'll find out if you're right at the end of the program. But now, let's hear from designer Wayne Hemingway. Now, he was invited into the BBC newsroom, and his message to broadcasters was that they should look for more good news, rather than the disasters and grim events that lead most news stories. What kind of stories would he like to get more exposure?
Perhaps it's time to reflect a little bit at why the main news channels seem to help us concentrate on bad news stories and the seedier side of life. What bothers me is that on the whole, stories that could move mankind forward and positively impact on our lives don't get the exposure they deserve.
Finn, what kind of stories would designer Wayne Hemingway like to see getting more exposure?
Now, he says that stories that deserve more exposure are ones about moving mankind forward and positively impacting on our lives. In short, stories about improving our lives.
Yes, stories that move mankind forward.
Well, that sounds quite grand, doesn't it, Kaz? Almost idealistic. Now, I wonder what kind of stories do that.
Okay, well, let's find out. Here's Wayne again, talking about just that. What two stories does he mention?
In Japan, scientists managed to create eggs from mice stem cells, raising the hope of a cure for human infertility. The US journal Science said it was one of the most important breakthroughs of the year, but you've probably never heard of it. And in Israel, Izar Gafni has developed a bicycle from recycled cardboard, which could bring cheap, clean transport to some of the world's poorest and most polluted and congested cities.
So, what are the two good news stories he mentions, Finn?
The first is a breakthrough, a significant development in stem cell research that might lead to a cure for human infertility.
Okay, and the second?
A story about a bicycle made from recycled cardboard.
Yeah, it's a neat idea.
It is, and he says that these cardboard bicycles could bring cheap, clean transport to some of the world's poorest, most polluted and congested cities.
Wayne Hemingway is passionate about getting his message across to broadcasters. He thinks that if we are constantly fed a diet of bad news, it's what we'll end up wanting. Now, what word does he use to describe this situation?
It's like saying that tabloids sell more than broadsheets. If that's fed to the people all the time, that's what they want. But, you know, surely we've got to look at things that make us happy sometimes, rather than think, oh, I'm glad I'm inside in the warmth, or, you know, I'm glad I'm not in that country. You know, I'd hate to be there. I mean, it all seems to be a little bit crass at the moment, and to me, it seems to be getting worse.
Did you catch that word he used, Finn, to describe our appetite for bad news?
It was crass. He said the situation was a little bit crass at the moment. Crass means showing no intelligence or sensitivity.
And it's a situation that he thinks is getting worse.
So, what can we do about it?
Let's find out. Here's Wayne Hemingway again.
Perhaps we need fewer crime and more design correspondents, or science and fewer war reporters. But that way we might just encourage people to go out and achieve more, and put a smile rather than a grimace on the face of the people at the bus stop.
Finn, what do we need to redress this situation?
He says that perhaps we need fewer crime correspondents and more design correspondents.
Okay, as a designer himself, that makes sense.
It does. But don't forget that design is an important contributor to the British economy. So more of those stories would improve things, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay, and what else?
More science reporters and fewer war reporters.
Yes, he says this would encourage people to go out and achieve more.
He says it would put a smile on people's faces rather than a grimace.
Well, that's all we have time for today, but before we go, let's go back to the answer to this week's question. According to the BBC, 3 of the top 10 most followed stories of 2012 were about the weather in the UK. What kind of weather was covered? Was it A, snowstorms, B, flooding, or C, heat waves? Now, Finn, you said
snowstorms because of the really snowy weather we've been having here recently. Was I right?
I'm afraid not, Finn.
Oh, no.
The correct answer was B, flooding. Thanks very much, Finn, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
That was 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English.
Alrighty. Just give me half a sec once again. Okay, here we go. We're back. So, would you guys say that you understood more or less in this story than the last one?
A little less. I think.
Less.
Really, a little less. Okay.
Maybe it was quality.
It
Worse
was
quality than last.
There were noise in the background.
Oh, there was noises that time. Yeah, there was people clinking glasses in the story, and that made it more difficult. Maybe is that what you're saying?
I don't. I think there were like noise from other students, and I didn't hear well.
Oh, okay. Well, there in the actual audio clip, they put some noises in the background, Like they put people clinking on glasses, like that sound. And you know, they tried to make it seem like two people were having a conversation outside, so there was noises happening. Now why do you think they did that?
To be more realistic.
Exactly. So it makes it more difficult for you guys to try and focus in. But that's the way it is in the real world, isn't it? When you have a conversation, there's sometimes a car driving by or an airplane going over your head or somebody else is yelling. So try to make it more realistic for you guys. But anyways, that's interesting that you found it a little bit more difficult. Okay, so let's see how you guys did, okay? Few questions here for you. What was Wayne Hemingway's advice for the broadcasters?
To say more good news on radio.
What did he say was the problem?
Problem was that the radio talk about very bad news and people don't like to hear it.
What do you guys think? Do you think that the radio is full of bad news?
Yes.
Yeah, Thomas, why do you think that is?
Because the bad news attract people.
Why do you think people are attracted to bad news, Enrique?
Because they have more impact.
Okay, why do they have more impact?
I think because people feel fair.
People feel what?
Fair.
People feel fair?
Yes.
Fair? Like this? Fair? What do you mean by that? Fair?
Not is this fear, I think.
Oh, fear. Okay, so they feel scared.
Yes.
You think that people feel scared? So.
Yes.
Well, okay, yeah, I think you're right. I think that people do feel scared today. But why does the radio want to scare people? What do you think?
Because they're broadcasting.
To avoid panic. To create panic.
Oh, to create panic, not to avoid it, to create
No.
it.
Okay.
Okay, why do they want to create panic? What do you think? Anybody?
I think it's all about the broadcasting and money.
Okay. It's interesting, right? There's no right or wrong answer here. I mean, because nobody really knows, I suppose. But for some reason, we tune in to bad news. Like you said, it makes money. So, but why are we attracted to bad news? Why are we not attracted?
It's human nature.
It's a bit strange, though. It's a bit strange, though, isn't it? Really, when you think about it. Yeah. Okay.
People love scandals. Let's see.
People love scandals. Yeah.
And newspapers have bad news and added titles as the titles.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But what's kind of interesting is that when I asked you guys, do you want to hear a story about good news or do you want to hear a different story? Everybody said good news, good news. So you guys want to hear good news, right?
Yes.
That's right. You want to hear good news, but the media is giving you bad news. So it's kind of strange, really, kind of strange. Anyways, you know, I don't have the answer for you, but it kind of makes you wonder because every single one of you said, "Let's hear good news. Let's hear good news." Okay, what two stories did he mention? Did Wayne Hemingway mention? He gave examples. What two stories did he mention?
About
clean transport.
From X.
What was that, Enrique?
Clean transport, clean transportation.
What kind of transportation?
Bicycles.
Yeah, what kind of bicycles?
From recycled material.
Good.
Cardboard.
Cardboard, yes. What is cardboard? You guys know?
Cardboard is pack, maybe pack. Something is packed in a cardboard and.
Okay, let me show you guys a picture of cardboard. We use cardboard every day. Here's a picture. This is what we call a cardboard box. Do you guys see it?
Yeah.
That's a cardboard box. But you can have. So he's trying to make a cardboard bicycle. What do you guys think about that?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
It's possible. It's possible, yes.
It's possible, probably.
Yeah, anything's possible nowadays. Okay, let's have the next one. So that was one example. What's the second example?
It's to heal fairy tale with something with eggs. I don't know.
Yeah, something with eggs, right. Do you guys remember?
Develop something, but
Yeah, good. Anybody remember what it was? Did you catch it?
Fertility, probably.
Something what? Here's what it said. A significant... Oh, let's have somebody read it. Let's have... Who wants to read it?
I can.
Okay, go ahead.
A significant development in stem cell research that might lead to a cure for human infertility.
Infertility. Infertility. What is that? What is infertility?
Not able to get pregnant.
Okay, good. What were you saying, C? C Temple? Or C Teacher?
The same thing. Like.
Okay. Good. Good. So if somebody is infertile, they are unable to reproduce. That could be for a man or a woman. Okay. Infertile is equal to unable to reproduce offspring. Man or a woman. Okay. So that could be some good news, right? Lots of people have trouble with that. Okay, so let's move to the next question. During the conversation, they talked about a breakthrough. What is a breakthrough? What does that word mean, breakthrough?
Like you go through something that is hard.
Okay, to go through something that is hard, yes. So, but how is it, in this context, how is it used? How was it used? If I said, that is an amazing breakthrough, what does that mean?
Accomplished.
Any other thoughts?
Basic breakthrough that something will change.
Okay, good, good. Any other thoughts?
To point what is important.
Okay, good. Let me give you the definition from the dictionary, okay? A breakthrough is what? How about you read it, Nora? Nora Tran, can you read it?
The breakthrough, a sudden, dramatic, and important discovery and development.
Good. A sudden, dramatic, and important discovery or development. Okay. Do you guys understand what that means?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Can you think of any recent breakthroughs that have changed the world?
Landing on Mars. It was...
Good, yeah. Yeah.
Sound. I don't remember the name, but it landed on Mars.
Curiosity?
Curiosity, yes, exactly. I thought about it. And I think that it is breakthrough.
Okay, good. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Anybody else got a different breakthrough in recent years? No? Okay, what about...
DNA.
Uh-huh. Okay, good. Yeah, they're able to clone things now. So that could be that could develop into something important.
Economic depression?
Okay, is that a breakthrough?
No.
The other side, opposite.
Yeah, that's kind of the opposite. That's kind of the because it's not really advancement. It's kind of going backwards. So,
Okay.
so a breakthrough is an important discovery or development, something that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Positive impacts.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like the internet has had a positive impact on society.
Yes.
Yeah, like web conference.
Yeah, like the Hangouts, Google Hangouts, right?
Yeah.
The iPad, maybe. The iPad has had a very big impact on businesses around the world and on schools and things like that. So that was a good breakthrough, right? Being able to make touch screens, things like that. So these are all different types of breakthroughs. Okay, what does the word crass mean?
Crass is not very, yes, not very in good situation. Something is crass, and something
Not intelligent.
hopeless.
Okay, some different opinions out there. Anybody else got a different one? Okay, let me show you what the paper says. Crass says what? Enrique, can you read it? Right here.
Not.
Right here.
Okay, crude and rough.
Crude and rough. Rough.
Okay, crude and rough.
Good. Crude and rough. All right, so if something is crass, it is crude and rough. So can people be crass?
Yes.
Yes, definitely. People can. So you might say that about somebody.
Especially journalists.
Okay, good. Yeah. Good. So if somebody is rude, they're not polite, you might say, oh, he's very crass. Okay? All right. What did the dialogue say? What did the man say we could do about the crass news reports? What was his suggestion? What can we do about the crass news reports? Somebody remembers, eh? Okay, he said, if you search the internet for good news, there are various websites and that address this, but they don't do it justice. Perhaps we need fewer crime and more design correspondents, more science reporters, and fewer war reports. That way, we might just encourage people to go out and achieve more and put a smile rather than a grimace. So what do you guys agree? Do you think that that would encourage people to want to achieve more in their life if they had more good news?
I don't think so.
You know-
With
Yeah?
what is corresponding in that contest?
What does correspondence mean?
Yes.
In that context? Ah, good question. Let me get you the dictionary's definition of a correspondent. Okay? It's a person who writes letters to a person or a newspaper, especially on a regular basis. Okay, so you always, whenever you're listening to the news, they'll always say like, okay, let's talk to our news correspondent in Chicago. And then they'll go to Chicago, and then he's standing there going, hi, I'm in Chicago, and it's the windy city, and his hair's blowing because it's so windy. He's the news correspondent, okay? And then he finishes talking, and then they go back to the main office, and then he says, okay, thanks, Bob. Let's now go to our news correspondent in Iraq. And then they go to the news correspondent in Iraq. Okay?
Okay.
Does that help you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. All right, friends. Well, our time is up. So did everybody enjoy the class today?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good, good. We're going to get those numbers up. You guys are at 70 to 80%. We're going to get it up, up, up. Okay, we're going to shoot for 100%. Okay? So over the coming listening classes, we'll increase that. And you guys are doing really well, though. I had all those questions, and we got every single one of them. Every single one of them, except for this last one. But that's okay. So anyways, that's going to end this class. My next one is starting right now. So if you want to come into it, I'll be happy to see you. Okay? Take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.